What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and a big welcome to all the new subscribers. For all you guys, cheers, thank you very much for stopping by and checking it out. Okay guys, as the title says, today we are building a 143 cubic inch Lowrider ST. Now I'm just as excited as a lot of you guys about this one. I know this one's been a little bit long in the tooth, it's been delayed, there's been some issues getting parts and all that sort of thing. Having the cylinders been delayed on shipping, there was a lot of dramas. Anyhow guys, it's all done now, so we're going to dive straight into it. First up, we're going to get the engine out of the bike just for disassembly purposes, of course. Ship it off to get machined, and then with the magic of YouTube, bang, the engine will be back on my bench and ready to be put back in. So let's dive straight into it guys. A lot of you guys know how much I love Cycle-Rama, so I am going to be using a CR536 for this build. Now the specs on this cam guys, we've got 536 thousandths of lift both on the intake and exhaust. We've got 250 degrees of intake duration, and we've got 260 degrees of exhaust duration, with the intake valve shutting at 50 degrees after bottom dead center. Check out these heads folks, absolutely outstanding finish on these. So it's been done on a 5-axis CNC machine, so it's an outstanding finish. And on top of that we've got +1mm valves in all 4 corners. We loaded it up with some beehive springs here that are good for 580 thousandths of lift, and they flow well over 400 CFM. Make sure that we're going to be getting enough air into those beautiful heads. We're using the 64mm throttle body and intake manifold from Screamin. However, this one's been hand ported and textured just so it's opened up a little bit more. And we're also going to be using the 8.2 GPS injectors from APE to ensure we're getting enough recycled dinosaurs into this engine. If you want more info on the oil pump and cam plate assembly process and procedure, I have another video that goes into great detail about that. Now the link's down in the description guys. I won't be showing the entire process in this video just to keep it moving, so let's continue on and get this thing together. But the link is down in the description if you want to check that video out. I highly recommend it. let's fire this thing up. The battery was going a little bit flat there just from the bike sitting around for some time, but I've had it on the trickle charge, so let's crank her up and see what happens. Well guys, I hope you can tell or hear through the mic on the GoPro just how awesome this thing sounds. It's very, very loud and sounds very aggressive. So I can't wait to just do a few more things on this, get it heat cycled a few more times, do a couple more checks, make sure everything's on point before we get it up onto the dyno and really tune it up. So yeah, sorry, some little Japanese thing just rode past. Anyway, yeah, so a few more things to do on this one and then it's onto the dyno, guys. So yeah, we'll see you in there. All right guys, it's a new day and the bike is on the dyno, as you can see. So a few things to address as per usual. I've done a few heat cycles on the bike. I've warmed it up a couple of times, checking a few things as we go, oil level, leaks, any sort of thing like that. So everything's all ship shape and ready to go. So we're going to load a tune in here and start feeling it out and see how we go. So let's get straight into it. I'm stoked with the result on this one for these pipes. Check this out. Now, yeah, this blew me. I did not think it would make this much power and look this good with these pipes. So have a look, guys. 164 horsepower and 173 foot-pounds of torque. But guys, check this out. At 2 grand, we're starting here at 150 foot-pounds. I mean, call that a little dip there if you want, but and then it's just to the moon. And what are we making here? At 3,500, we're making, so 3,500, we're making 167, and right through the mid-range there, from 3.5 to 5,000 RPM, we're north of 170 foot-pounds, right in the middle of it all, guys. And look at that, you can see this thing just wants to make more power. Like, look at this, it gets to here, we're making 164 horsepower just there, and then it just falls over. You can see it just going. There's enough camshaft for this thing to keep making power out here to 6.5, but you can just tell we're just falling over, and that is because of these 2-into-1. These 2-into-2 pipes. So I would love to see this thing with a 2-into-1 on it. I know a lot of you guys would too, but that would just go 170 for sure. Like that would, you can just see it wants to just keep going out there. So yeah, I reckon for sure that would make 170 and probably 180 foot-pounds, guys. That is going to feel outstanding. I am stoked to take this thing for a ride. I cannot wait, guys. Well guys, I didn't get a chance to film a bit of an outro for the video at the shop, so just back at home now doing it. But guys, the test ride went absolutely fantastic. Very, very happy with the bike. With 150 foot-pounds of torque available at 2,000 RPM, and just north from there is outstanding. The more you roll the thing on, the more it just gets up and goes. It's absolutely awesome to ride. I had to behave myself quite a bit there, as you could tell from the little bit of footage down the road. But look, very, very exciting, fun bike to ride. So really happy with it. The exhaust choice probably held this thing back just a little bit, as you could see on the dyno chart there, how it fell over right at the top end. But guys, very, very impressive nonetheless for a set of 2-into-2 exhaust pipes there. These Freedom pipes are my go-to choice for guys who want the 2-into-2 look. I do steer them away from the other popular 2-into-2 pipes. If you want this look and the performance, the Freedom pipes are the way to go. So very, very happy again, guys. Yeah, a 2-into-1 would have really set this thing off, I'm sure of it. I know a lot of you guys would love to see one on there just as much as I would. Unfortunately, the customer was adamant he did not want one. He just does not like the look of the 2-into-1. So ultimately, at the end of the day, the customer's paying the bill, so he gets what he wants, and I just make it as good as I can for what I've been given. So either way, really happy with the outcome, guys. That's pretty much it for this one, guys. I'll see you again next time.